Did you think that you will go into the sunset, live happily ever after with him?
No.
But you were in love?
Yeah. I'm on a jet. This is my manifest. This is on my vision board. He was laughing. I was laughing.
Through that time, laughter couldn't keep y'all together.
A boss like that needs someone to sit down. I'm doing too much. I'm here. I'm in this city. I'm getting hosting. I'm getting booking. I'm writing a book. What? Nigga, yes, I am. You're not my daddy. You're not my father. I'm not a child.
But there's a lot of contradiction that's coming with what you're saying now.
How?
Would you date him again?
Yes, would I marry him? No. What I want is clarity. And if I start to get, like, God is not the author of confusion. So if you start to confuse me, I don't believe this is godly anymore. Do you believe that that's okay?
I believe a person should not be delusional of the real request that they're asking for.
Ooh. That's not a clear answer for me.
That is a clear answer. You're dating a rapper. He raps about money, cars, clothes. So for you to think that a person who was already or previously successful,
yeah,
for you to come into his life and all that, and the latter part of what we just mentioned, will halt, is delusion. What did that relationship teach you?
It taught me to be quiet.
No.
Damn.
Explain.
Everything doesn't need a response. And I didn't know that. I'm playing in a new field. Everything doesn't need a response. And everyone doesn't need to know how I'm feeling. I'm a woman that likes to speak about what I feel. I'm a woman that's very confident that I'm allowed to use my words. But as the 2 years have proceeded, it's been 2 years, I've learned I don't need to say something about everything.
I will say that is great advice for the average female to take from someone, that they don't have to respond to each and every single thing your guy might tell you or try to implement in your life, just being honest.
Did you really take that relationship serious?
Oh, I was in love.
What?
Yeah, I was in love. He was working out with me.
Okay.
So.
Did you think that you will fall into or go into the sunset, live happily ever after with him?
No.
But you were in love?
Yeah.
What?
Explain that.
You don't have to be, I'm not delusional. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, she's delusional. She thinks she's the last one standing. No, babe. I'm on a jet. I'm on a jet. This is my manifest. This is on my vision board. I have the vision boards. If y'all want the screenshots, insert now. I was on a jet with a man that made me laugh. That was hot. That was fly. I don't care. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't fly. That was fly.
Why be there if you're not trying to finish life with that person or stay on that? So now that's just a stepping stone. You're just gonna hop in and hop into something else. That is really bad advice for females if they take that on a smaller scale, because now it's just, I can just get in this, dip out of it because I did it, and not getting something else. That's crazy.
You've had me on a jet every day, almost every day of this. We were together 9 months. We lived together 6 months. We was sticking and moving.
Yeah.
He was laughing. I was laughing. Laughter is the something of joy. What's the word? What's it? Something.
It's the glue.
It's the glue of joy. I love that. Laughter is the glue of joy.
Yeah.
And I was laughing. You want to meet someone funny? Go interview that man.
I've been trying.
Yeah, I might figure it out, but yeah, no, laughter.
But while y'all was tickling each other and
like, wait, real
sniffing.
quick, have you ever woke up out of your sleep cracking up? Like, I'm talking joke in your ear. Have you ever done that before? That sets the day. That sets the premise of the day to be just joyous.
Do you know who I
Why did you leave that?
sleep with?
No.
Oh.
She's a comedian.
Is she? Are you joking?
No.
Okay.
She's a comedian.
Just a whisper of that laughter that's what's gonna heal our earth. Laughter, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Talk about it later, but.
Through that time, laughter couldn't keep y'all together. So what was something that you was realizing, like, yo, this may not be the situation for me?
I think that a boss like that needs someone to sit down. Sit down. Go be in his life and sit down. Sit down. Have a great life. Be on the jet. Laugh. Sit down. Don't do too much.
What do you mean, don't do too much?
Don't do too much. I'm doing too much. I'm here. I'm in this city. I'm getting hosting. I'm getting booking. I'm writing a book. I have an app. I'm working out. I'm working out with celebrity men. I'm doing all these cool things. You're doing too much. You're getting too much attention, right? And these are not his words. This is not something he insinuated on me. This is an observation I made as being in the seat.
Yes.
Sit down, Cristina.
So for some of y'all, it's really never enough. You always gonna end up you always gonna want to have that additional. You got a guy who's able to make you smile, make you laugh. You said you was laughing every single day. Was that not enough to possibly sit down? Like, you act like this was an enjoyous relationship. I mean, the way it had me smiling for a minute. I'm looking, you warming my heart up. So why won't you acquiesce to what he wants and stay if it was that good? Like, it really doesn't make sense. It sounds like you just capping. This is just a stepping stone, I feel, for this woman right here, Cristina Mackey.
You're doing too much. I'm trying to record a song. Stop. We're not recording right now. What? Nigga, yes I am. And I'm that kind of girl. I don't need a man to, that's what we were talking about earlier, to full circle. I don't need a man to come in my life and you're not my daddy. You're not my father. I'm not a child.
But there's a lot of contradiction that's coming with what you're saying now.
How?
True.
Because you started this conversation early on with saying a man being an alpha makes you feel confident in hushing.
An alpha man doesn't mute your success.
Knowing what you know now, would you date him again?
Yes. Would I marry him? No.
Knowing what you know now, would you date him again? Not for the second time. I'm saying for the first time. Would you?
For the first time?
No.
Oh, buckle up, baby. Yes.
Why?
It was fun.
Okay.
That was joy. It wasn't a day I didn't laugh. He cured my little pimples because I was just laughing all the time.
You still got him. Secondly, she said alpha man doesn't mute your success. First of all, if you were the alpha dude, he probably gonna already have a plan laid out. The chick usually follow the guy. That's usually what happens a lot of the time. The chick always want to be around the guy. Usually follow him. If you're a good guy, he's gonna be able to, create a path for her. What I'm not understanding is you saying that. Now you just saying that you just basically was having a whole bunch of fun. It was only fun. You just want to have fun. Longevity, a marriage. I'm married, 34, 2 kids, 2 daughters. It's not always fun. Anything in life is work, man. Me getting on here is work. Me going to the gym is work. I gotta go to the dump after this and dump some trash. It's work. Everything in life is work. So if you sit right here and say you just want to have fun and you just want to feel, you want to have this high of just joy and laughter, that's a problem. Because you always gonna be seeking something that's never gonna be permanent.
I was full of serotonin. I was full of the chemical in your brain that is happy.
Dopamine.
I was absolutely happy. I didn't experience too many down days. It's just sitting there, you're thinking like, hey, I've been having fun for 6 months now. I need to get back to my routine. I'm waking up 5 a.m. You know my routine. 5 a.m. I'm in the gym. I'm doing that. I'm shipping orders. I'm doing these things. I need to get back to me. I need to spend some time with me. Yeah. But when you're dating a man that successful, he kind of needs you to just be about him.
Which is true.
Which is true. And it's okay. I think that's beautiful. I think you've earned the right to do that.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of money, you get to dictate your environment.
But being in a relationship where you have acknowledged that you were in love, you don't think a conversation needed to be happen to say, babe, like, whatever you guys' verbiage was, like, hey, this is who I am. I've catered and I'm willing to cater to you, but I need to be moving and grooving in my own sense too, because this is what makes me happy.
I think that was said lightly, and from that point, he posted Mackey Body every single day. Every day that he would post his brand, he would post Mackey Body. And I thought that was fly, but that's not enough for me though. Like, I'm thinking, I want to park my jet next to your jet. And it's not because you bought the jet, it's because I bought the jet. It's because I did the movies. Since breaking up with him, since like living on my—
I gotta say this, y'all. It is crazy that this man still promoted your brand. Most dudes, I'm not backtracking on what I said, but a dude ain't gonna silence your success, because guess what? When a dude really like you, he wants you to be happy. He's gonna invest in you and want you to be the best you can be. And this man still promoted your brand. bro, this is crazy that she's still like trying to sit here and say that, now I want to have a jet next to you. I want to be, you own the jet with him, y'all all together, man. His riches is going to be your riches if you stay there for the long haul and if you get something meaningful out of it, or if he actually give you some type of real commitment, whether it be marriage or not. The man had you right there elevating with him. So this is crazy.
My own in Miami. Thank you, God, for bringing me to him. Like I would have never lived in Miami.
Yeah.
Thank you, God. But since then, I've wrote an entire book. Vincent Herbert is on my team. Jasmine Rose is my manager. Like, since then, I'm a woman that has goals and a destiny and a journey, and I have a $1 billion business idea. I have $1 million plan for this year. Like, we are en route to doing what we set out to do, right? And I think that couldn't have been possible by me just like laying up with you and supporting you and at your show. I need you at my show too. I want that though. I want to be a man's support system in his love, but I also need to know, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Christina's locked in. She's locked in, so I'm not gonna, I'm gonna go do my own thing. And that's really a time for you to go do your dirt, because those type of men are dirty, like in a sense of who they're dealing with, not dirty as in filth, dirty in a sense of you're sneaky. And when you have a lot of money, you believe that
But
you can.
Is it dirty, or is that's just their lifestyle?
When you have a lot of money, you believe that you can have anything you want. You don't really take into consideration how you're hurting or how you're helping or how you're not helping or how you're damaging someone else. You don't take into consideration that, yeah, I'm having fun and this is fun for me because I have money, but I'm really causing this person pain, right? Man. And I won't say that's necessarily my story because I don't resonate with that. Not in that.
Nope, you sound like another Cassie right now. I hate when a lot of people do this, to where they live in an environment and then they shame it once they leave it, but you were living in it and you were enjoying it, you were happy. This is a cosplay character. You can literally see the way how she flip-flopping from how it was so happy, it was so fun, but now going into the traumatic sides of these type of relationships. Why were you there for so long? You can't sit right here and say that you were not participating in everything and all the activities, and you dealing with the biggest boss. So you already know what you had to do to the boss with others. And don't even play like you probably don't even play like that, because when you get into this industry and this line of work and you deal with these type of people, y'all vibe in the way y'all have fun. Y'all party hard. Y'all work hard and y'all play even harder. So, but to shame it, this sound like some Cassie energy, just being honest.
Scenario. But what I will say is, I wrote a whole album about it. It's available now. Fortune favors the bold. And that phrase came from us being in Dubai and looking up, and the mirror was stained and it said fortune favors the bold, and we have a picture in front of it, and we looked up and he was like, fortune favors the bold. He's like, you're bold. And it just, that forever to me is funny. So it's like, I am bold, and I need you to know that I'm bold, and I'm gonna forever, and that album is about multiple people. If I'm being honest with you, it's not about one person.
But I would say this too, and I think going back to realistic versus manifestation, the realism that comes from that manifestation, I don't think people are really aware what comes with that. I know him to a degree, but to be able to, say like, yo, we chop it up on, I respect him, obviously as the businessman and the artist that he is, just like so many other people. But what I will say is, you manifested something that he probably couldn't offer you, right? As I was talking about some of the statistics that a lot of women and men may justify as, this is the creme de la creme, or this is who I want, tall, handsome, 6-figure plus, but emotionally available is one of the things that they may not have.
He was tall, handsome, 6-figure plus, and emotionally available, but it wasn't just for me. That's not something I'm willing to know.
You talking about intimately? Or are you talking about just, when you mean into me, are you referring to his personal situation or his professional situation?
Wasn't just for me, meaning that was my manifestation while it was somebody else's, right? And
you was on a roster, okay.
You're moving forward in that light, right? It's not my responsibility to clear up anything, but what I will say is, what I want is clarity. And if I start to get, like, God is not the author of confusion. So if you start to confuse me, I don't believe this is godly anymore. I believe, like, this isn't of God anymore. If you can't, even in our times of stiffness or tension, because every relationship has it, I should still have clarity and confidence. I can be frustrated with you. I can be angry at you. I could be disappointed in you, but I'm still clear. The minute that I lose clarity, I'm no longer interested in you anymore. So whatever you want to do is fine. I believe if you really know how to be a player, because that's really what it is. Call it what it is. If you really want to be a player, like, let me ask you a question before I say that. If you really want to be a player, know how to do it without me ever knowing. That's fly. How could I be mad? Do you, but why do I know you're doing you, and why does everybody else know you're doing you, and who? I shouldn't know that. So I wanted to ask you, do you believe that because a man has money, that he is allowed to have as many women as he wants? But if I'm the sole provider, I'm allowed to...
Before Cam get into that, she mentioned God. Why do a lot of these women bring up God in some of these godless relationships, or we could just say very reckless, what's going on, what's happening? Like, why are you bringing up God into this as if this is a manifestation of a book or something like that? If you believe in the book, why do they perpetuate that? And I hate hearing that, all that, the God fearing, God leading, God. Just because you're rich don't mean you have great moral character, or you a godly or a spiritual person. That doesn't mean that at all. But usually, and it's the sad part about it, God usually follows when things feel good in a lot of people's minds. So when things are feeling good, I'm anointed. I'm moved by the Almighty, because it feels good. But when it's bad, you feel like the devil on you. You feel me? So a lot of these times, people will take their highs and attach God to it, and that's very scary.
To essentially play with women, because that's what it is. You're telling this woman one thing, you're telling this woman one thing. Do you believe that that's okay?
I believe a person should not be delusional of the real request that they're asking for.
Ooh.
That's not a clear answer for me.
That is a clear answer. You're dating a rapper. He raps about money, cars, clothes. So for you to think that a person who was already or previously successful, for you to come into his life and all that, and the latter part of what we just mentioned will halt, is delusion.
I didn't think that.
I don't think that a person having a lot should warrant him to be held to a standard because you knew what you was getting yourself into. That's what I believe.
Okay.
All right.
Yo, she's sweating over there, y'all. The way how she had to fix that little vest over there. Okay.
That's the clearest way that I could.
To be very clear, I never thought that. I know exactly who Rick Ross is.
Okay.
I was told something. Everything you heard me comment on, to be very clear, I always ran everything by my man first. Mm-hmm. I never made a decision without running it by my man first. That is just who I am. Every single thing you heard me say or I was told, only then did I make a fuss or a statement about it. Only then. Only after we deliberated did I then move forward in a statement. Babe, so-and-so do. Well, that's not true. I ain't never dated her. Oh, okay, well then what? This is silly. I'm sorry for disturbing you. Boop. I'm not worried about that because he never dated her. Now that's my statement. I'm not worried about that because, and I know you don't have to make statements. My page is as a woman, if you guys didn't know me before him, I was on my page doing 9 million, 8 million, 4 million, 1 million, 400K views in me expressing myself. It doesn't change because somebody comes in my life. I am who I am. Yeah. I like to talk.
But what I will say this, and what Funky Friday has taught me too, is just because you're talking, because you have a platform, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's right.
100%.
So that 8 million clip or 9 million viewed clip, it probably is because it's making people, it's moving an emotion in a person to say, true, she's stupid, she delusional. Oh, girl, go get your money. Girl, go, you know what I'm saying? Live on that.
Just because you're getting all those views don't mean everybody's agreeing with you. It's entertainment too. When I first started doing this, I used to always say, this was IEE, information, entertainment, and education. And it could be all those three. It could be those three things at the same time, because people watching this stuff for different reasons. Some people watching it for information. Some people watching it for education. Some people just watching it for entertainment. And everybody's not going to agree with you. So they could be watching you just to say, "This, you stupid, you delusional. What the heck are you talking about?" It's not always they resonating with you because you're getting all these views. And that's a big conflation on people's messages out there. I want to hear people's thoughts on these videos on a deeper level. I see comments where it's like their personal situations, what they've gone through, and I try and relate mine and equate mine to it. But just where it's only about, if I think I'm only getting the views based off people agreeing with me, then I'll be a hypocrite, because I know that people disagree with what I say all the time. So
Jay,
No, regardless of what they thought, it's none of my. It stirred an emotion.
Extracting
Right.
impressions.
Right.
You know,
and that is valuable. And that was my money.
Yeah.
So my money wasn't gonna stop because I started dating so and so. But they think that I started talking at the moment I started dating this person.
which wasn't true.
It's just crazy, right? So, anyways, to answer the question, I never thought that that person was that thing, or never. Oh, she thinks she's the only one. I'm not stupid.
Okay.
I
What was the
thought,
disrespectful part about that you didn't appreciate?
in a situation with anyone.
Okay.
It's not him. Take him out. In
Yeah.
a situation with everyone I've dated, the minute that I start knowing how you're moving, you're not like, hey, clarity, right? And one of the songs I said, if you would have called, I would have been with it. You didn't call me. You didn't talk to me. Hey, I'm not gonna be home for 6 hours. I'm on a flight tonight. I'm not coming home tonight. The minute that you can't give me a little bit, I'm wondering, and then the next day you tell me, you've already stirred up pissed off. The highest level of pissivity just happened because you just didn't give me clarity. That's the lack of the masculinity.
do you want to know if he cheating on you? I'm being honest. Do you want to know that, hey, I'm about to go bust down Marie or something like that? I'm not gonna be home tonight. Like, do you want to hear that? Or I'm just busy and you shouldn't even be asking these questions. See, a lot of these chicks, they know the situation they're in, but then they get mad about it because they can't control it. But they're enjoying the thrill of it. She used him as a stepping stone. She used that situation, because I'm gonna be honest, most guys still want other women, even if they're in a relationship. It just is what it is, man. We still gonna be attracted to multiple women a lot of the time. I'm not gonna say most guys will do it, but a lot of guys in the back of their mind, they would love to slide up in something if their woman did not know about it or didn't care about it. So for her to think that it's just Ross or dudes on that level, man, that's gonna be a multitude of dudes. You just gotta get the best one that's trying to invest in you and make you better, and amplify y'all situation. She was in a high level situation. It sounded like he would have gave her the world, but like she said, he was giving other females that too. But why even get involved in that if you know you're gonna end up ending it and pulling yourself apart from it? Now you just got an extra traumatic experience that you're gonna put on the next situation now, because now you've been with Ross. How the next nigga gonna compete with that? Come on.
Masculine man knows how to keep his woman calm. Because if you would have just given me peace of mind by offering me a courtesy call, it would have never been a problem. And this is not pertaining to a certain situation, to be very clear.
Yeah.
This is all men.
But I really want to be clear about this. It's like, even though you use the word clarity, that's not a clarity type of.
That's clear
phone
enough
call.
for me. I got things to do.
It's like, yo, it's one of them nights, or sometimes as men, and I've had conversations with men, and speaking amongst the bros. Mm-hmm. It's not even that you lie. It's not even the fact that you cheat. It's just that you don't want to disrupt the peace.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, by being silent, you're disrupting the peace.
Okay, cool. That's fair.
Silence is disrupting the peace.
That's facts.
Silence is way too loud for me.
I want to ask you this because
I'm trying to protect you from your reality. I'm trying to protect you from the situation at hand. And I'm only speaking for the guys who probably might go out there and do something when they female. A lot of the lie is sometimes better than the truth, because a lot of the women can't handle the truth. So the guys lie to protect your reality, to make you, stay in that happy zone. But this is recap time. This is recap session. We're about to go ahead and recap this segment of the Camnewton Cristina Mackey interview, which was crazy, man. I think this is a defining moment to say that certain women, not all women, and it might be all y'all, it's never gonna be enough. It don't matter what you do. That's why honestly it's probably best not to go in doing the most, because people get used to things and people ain't gonna value it as much when you just come out the gate doing it. That's why when you have a lot of these guys who got all this money or guys who just really willing to spoil. You know, we all do it in our own ways, but let's say the guys who do it to an extreme level, it's hard to strip that away from the female now going into the next situation. You know, so the best thing you can do is come into it to where you're not overly spoiling her, you're not giving all that gift energy, or I'm about to give you experience energy if she's not fully locked in to ride with you. Now, a raw situation, he's not gonna care if she leave because he got so many other situations. But let's just take this on a more normal perspective. It's gonna be detrimental if you in that situation because you got time invested, you got energy invested. It's harder to pull away for the guy. But then you have chicks that come out like this with this stepping stone energy. Like, I could just come in, I'm a boss, I can make my money. This experience is gonna elevate me. You got a lot of females that do it. It's gonna be hard to define the wolves in the sheep clothing. I'm not gonna lie. I think the best thing you can do is just, like I said, you're gonna have to figure out mindset. And I know a lot of these women be like, oh man, a chick that don't do a lot, that's a bum. And I definitely think your woman should be doing something, whether it be by your hand or just, you know, her or her own personality. But if she's doing a lot and constantly wanting the most, that's gonna be a red flag. You definitely need a chick that's more simplistic. And you can call whether you want a dumb girl, whatever the case, you need something that's a little more simplistic, that you can now put her in a place to where she can either work for you, help you, and she's more attached to you. But when she already like A-type driven personality, I want to be a boss, like she said, I want to be on a jet next to Ross, yo, that's a red flag from the jump. But for him, he don't care because she's on the roster. He's messing with multiple. And I'll be honest, even her look, she ain't that bad to even be asking that. I mean, that's a lot of women that look like her. Just being honest, it's a lot of chicks that look like her. She looks very average to me. Maybe the energy she gives is a little bit different than some of the other females, but just her look in general, man, so many women that's way more beautiful than her that work at a schoolhouse. And I look at her like, damn, the schoolhouse teacher fine compared to her. So it's really gonna be mentality and, you know, how well that woman bond and connect with you. But like I said, when it comes down to age and time, it's gonna be a little bit harder to find one that's just gonna jump on a dude program, because they automatically gonna feel like you gotta show them experiences and show them a good time. But you'll know the ones that's gonna be willing to acquiesce to your program, that's gonna be more catering to your situation. And you just can't come in doing the most either. See, a lot of these dudes, they overly spoiled and the chick come out like a rotten apple because they started off with that energy. But if you come out like, hey, I got boundaries, I got money, but I don't like to give my money out like that. I'm not no wasteful person. And if she can't deal with that, cool, on to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you gotta make sure you have your boundaries as a guy, to where you know what you want out of life, and whoever come into your life is gonna be a helpmate. But you gotta be a good guy as well, man. You gotta have your shit together. You gotta have a good mental on your shoulders. The things I'm preaching, it's not gonna be for the guy that's not mentally driven and wants the best for his family and the situation around him. You know, the shit I'm talking about is for the guys like myself, 34, married, kids, in it to win it, and want to see the people close to me win also. It's gonna be for these guys like that. But make sure y'all watch this in its entirety. Y'all already know the camnewton show. I have his channel linked in the description so y'all can watch the Cristina Mackey interview. Make sure y'all like and comment on this video. I hope y'all having a great Monday morning. I just want to say I appreciate each and every person that comment on the video. And if you make it hit this long too, man, you definitely a real one. And if you do make it hit this long, comment real one in the comment section for sure. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like the video, comment below. This is your guy JayBReacts, and until next time, y'all, peace.